Bihal Otecha, Numbers 8:1 to 12:16, relates the instructions that God gave to Moses for Aaron to light the holy lamps of the ancient temple. Aaron is told that the lamps must be placed above eye level so that the congregation always looks upward. So have we looked up to the shining light of our former sisterhood leaders. Tonight, our newly installed Sisterhood Board will commit to illumine our future from the sparks of inspiration of our past. Our lives are shaped by the world we have chosen, a world of family, a world of community, a world where one woman reaches out to another, who reaches out to one other woman, and so our circle grows. It is the support and strength we gain from one another that sustains us. Together, please. And thus we strive, each in her own direction, each in her own way, to reach God. We are enriched by our sisters who understand that by being joined through the bonds of sisterhood, woman to woman and heart to heart, our goal is easier to reach. The route we follow was marked by those who came before us, who dared traverse uncharted paths, who traveled with fortitude and wisdom, whose course was inspired by God. We today are both guardians and creators, guardians of our sacred past, creators of a future not yet to be judged. Recognize the link between what we are and what we have been, between what we are and what we can become. We see the connection between the miracle of our creation and the mission of creating for others. We seek to pursue that mission in the company of others whose qualities enhance our own. Women whose strengths complement our own, whose ideas build upon our own, women who encourage us to stretch, who encourage us to dig deeper within ourselves. This is the journey of sisterhood, born of shared values that become clearer, built on mutual trust that becomes stronger, expanded by a collective vision that becomes wider, accelerated by group energy that becomes greater, generating confidence, satisfaction, and fulfillment. This is the journey we choose to fulfill with a community of women who experience together the faith of Judaism and respond together to its obligations. You have chosen women to guide you on this journey, women with a commitment to translate faith into deeds, women with vision and courage to set forth on this journey. First, I discharge officers and board members from last year, thanking you for your dedicated service. Retiring officers, please rise. Paula Annenberg, Laura Gessman, and Laura Isaacs. We thank you. Now I call upon the newly elected officers of Temple Bethel Sisterhood to come forward as I call each of your names and accept the offices for which you have been chosen. Vice President Membership, Karen Eisenberg. Karen? And please bring your service with you. She's using her service. We all remember Karen's incredible singing and dancing as Queen Esther in this year's Purim Spiel. But did you know that Karen is also active with the Katantan preschool group with husband Michael and beautiful Samantha? She's a member of the youth committee and was a former Hebrew school teacher. Your temple friends, Karen, call you smart, dedicated, witty, fun, courageous, committed to excellence in all you do, generous, and down to earth. You are not afraid to jump into the deep water and try new things, and they appreciate that what you see is what you get with Karen. Cheryl Greenfield, Vice President, Ways and Means. A busy pediatrician, wife to David, and mom to Max and Alec, Cheryl also found time this year to raise funds for Sisterhood and Temple. And she took on the challenge of singing in the choir and in the Purim spiel for the first time. Sitting next to David, I can personally tell you he could not have been prouder of Cheryl. Over and over during the Purim spiel, he said, "Did you know this is the first time that Cheryl's in the Purim spiel?" Cheryl, Temple friends call you successful in all you do, dedicated, detail-oriented, well-organized, interested in and into everything, generous, creative, friendly, inclusive, and tenacious. They say when you want something done, Cheryl gets it done. Deb Barchet, Vice President of Community Outreach, Education, and Religion. We hear Deb loud, clear, and beautifully in the Temple Choir, the Hallelu Band, and in the Purim Spiel. I believe she's been Queen Esther more than anyone I can remember. In her spare time, Deb also coordinates the Sisterhood bake sales, always thanking each baker personally, ensuring that they'll be right there for her the next time. Your Temple friends, Deb, say this about you: you're dedicated, friendly, sweet, kind and generous to others, a real doer, a quiet leader, and an amazing musician. We hear and appreciate you as you appreciate others, Deb. Renata Sundgren, Vice President, Community Outreach, Education, and Religion. Renata is simply there to build the Temple Bethel that she loves. She sings in the choir, she's a minion leader, and volunteers in the library. She's a regular Friday night temple goer and always ready with a kind word. Your friends at Temple, Renata, say this about you: you are committed to building a welcoming community. You are sweet, always ready with a warm smile and a friendly greeting, poised, positive, precise, and accurate. You are a woman, Renata, whom others want to be around.
Thank you.
Lori Schells, Treasurer. Hi, Lori. A financial professional, wife to David and mother of Joshua, Lori has served both the Sisterhood and the Temple as treasurer. She's been an important member of the Temple Executive Committee, keeping it on a strong financial path. Lori, your Temple friends say this about you: you are smart, dedicated to excellence, thoughtful, analytical, a true professional, warm, friendly, and inclusive. The Sisterhood and Temple are better for your analytical skills, Lori, and we're better for your warm sparkle. Jan Weiner, Assistant Treasurer. Here she comes. Even though we hear that Jan hates to cook, it's really funny, but she's right there for the Temple brisket and cook-offs. As a sisterhood officer, she's added both seriousness and levity to her financial position. Jan, your temple friends call you smart, dedicated to your work, but especially to Harris, Spencer, and Elizabeth, caring, funny, generous, energetic, irreverent, and dynamic. You and Harris have been at Temple Bethel for how many years? You were consecrated together.
Yeah.
Jan, your involvement enhances everything that we do. You make sure that we smile and enjoy what we're doing, and we're so grateful for that. I know that Lisa Bigney, the financial secretary, is not here tonight, but I do want to read a few words about Lisa. Even with her daily plate more than full, directing the Rhode Island tutorial and educational services and raising Anna and Sarah with Michael, Lisa quietly and without fanfare is always ready to help at Temple. She's involved with Sisterhood finances and is a former member of the school board. Lisa's Temple friends say this, that she is accurate, precise, efficient, dedicated to her family, a true business professional, caring, reasonable, and kind. Her dedication to kids she lives every day, and Sisterhood and Temple are honored to have Lisa as a fourth-generation Temple and Sisterhood leader. Rona and Gloria, could you come up? Rona, Gloria? Rona Nachbar and Gloria Jarko, mailing secretaries.
I'd love to be up here.
I know. Rona and Gloria, you're always there, ready to help, keeping things running smoothly with a friendly smile and a yes, honey. You have the history of the sisterhood in your heads and keep that continuity going. Thank you for all you do for everyone in this room. Here are the new officers of Sisterhood for this year, and I ask the officers if you would read together. We stand
Together to accept our responsibilities as officers of Temple Bethel Sisterhood.
We who seek to discharge our duties to the best of our abilities. We are the continuation of a 100-year journey. We will seek to protect it and build upon it. We encourage you to be our partners in this secret task. Will the members of the board of directors who are here stand as I call your name for 3-year terms? Michelle Ciccatelli, Laura Levinson, Michelle Melian, Erin Mosley, and Lynn Rakitansky. For 2-year terms, Diane Sarup, Nikki Hamburger, Amy Miller, Elaine Sandy, Jessica Sherwood. For 1-year terms, Lisa Davis, Carol Friedman, Jill Joyce, Kate Keisler, and Linda Sennell. And board members, would you read together, We Rise? Lie ahead. This is our time to step forward. We will add our strength to that of our new leadership as together we will lead our sisterhood into the future. Thank you. You are officially installed. We thank the nominating committee for their excellent work. I have a little backward nominating committee, so I'd like to thank Rachel Woda, Sherry Cohen, Laura Gessman, and Wendy Juring. We wish for our sisterhood officers and board members God's choicest blessings and mutual support as they lead our important work in the year ahead. Mazel tov. So
we'd like to thank Janet for her beautiful installation and her very kind words to everyone. And on behalf of Sisterhood, we would like to present you with this.
Good evening. I am Sherry Cohen. I was a Sisterhood president from 1998 to 2000. Tonight, we hold a special candle lighting ceremony to honor and commemorate the history of our sisterhood, and especially our past presidents. Nancy Riffle, the Women of Reform Judaism Centennial Ambassador, along with the help of Catherine Cowitt, researched and wrote the following. In the past 100 years, 48 women have served as leaders of Temple Bethel Sisterhood. Each contributed her love of Judaism and community in her own way. Many are here tonight. As we celebrate our 100th birthday and our accomplishments, we hope that in another 100 years we will still be strong.
The first Temple Bethel women's organization, called the Ladies Auxiliary, was founded in 1877. In 1913, WRJ was founded as the National Federation of Temple Sisterhoods during a historic period in the struggle for women's rights. At this time, the name of our group was changed to the Sisterhood of Temple Bethel, and Marion Mish became our first president. Therefore, we light the first candle for her and all the founding members who breathed life into this new organization. And Sherry Cohen is going to light the first candle.
The next candle we light is for the year 1929. Past President Leslie Chasen, please light this candle. During that year, we held sewing circles and sponsored a Girl Scout troop. 3 women who served as presidents went on to hold district offices. Rose Gerber, district president, Shirley Fox, district secretary, and Bertie Gilman, district board member.
Our next candle honors a highlight of 1933. Would past President Carol DeForge please come up and light the next candle? That year, Sisterhood produced a show called The Old Testament, told in song and story. So we need some new costumes. It was written by Celia Parve, Sisterhood president at the time. During the 1930s, Sisterhood also organized an interfaith meeting, sponsored a Sisterhood Shabbat, contributed to the Relief Fund for Polish Jewry, and sent letters to senators urging more liberal child immigration policies for the United States.
Our candle for the 1940s honors Presidents Sadie Davis, Helene Bernhardt, Aline Alper, and Helene Baruch. Sadie Davis's daughter, Hannah Feivelman, is with us tonight, and granddaughter Barbara Feivelman and great-granddaughter Claire will light the next candle. During this decade, Sisterhood members knitted Afghans for hospitals, opened their homes to servicemen and women on leave, were encouraged to buy war bonds and union grams, and hailed the establishment of Israel in 1948.
Debbie Matzner-Turney, daughter of past President Zara Matzner, and Debbie Waldman, daughter-in-law of past President Janet Waldman, will both light the candle for the 1950s. Zara Matzner served as our Sisterhood president in 1952 and district president in 1968. Other women and events we remember in the 50s include Jerry Pulver Terry, who helped establish a very successful artist series, Sadie Davis, who after serving as our president went on to become district president, a member of the National Federation of Temple Sisterhood Board, and an honorary member for life. This slide is a photo of her bracelet, which includes local, president, and district pins. In 1955, Seal Lowe was president when Temple Bethel moved from Broad Street to Orchard Avenue. President Marie Pressel established the Judaica shop. Janet Waldman was president during Rabbi William Braude's 25th anniversary celebration, and Marion Grant Sappensley closed out the decade in 1959.
Our next candle, oh, let's wait. So for our next candle, we'll pass President Barbara Brown. Honor us to light the candle for the 1960s. This candle honors the services of past presidents Martha Paisner, Bernice Gauss, Seal Lowe, Beverly Jacobson, and Rosalie Cohn. Fundraising events during this time included donor events, Fur Hat Show, and 5,000 Years of Fashion. They had the treasure and trifle sales, which kept the members busy and benefited the temple. Other activities included luncheons, a trip to New York City, an interfaith day, study groups on current events, Jewish book discussions, and the establishment of talking books to benefit the blind.
Will past President Phyllis Goldberg please come up? She will light the candle for the 1970s.
It says Phyllis Goldberg was very active.
The women who we honor for the 70s are those who serve as presidents: Sylvia Finkelstein, Beverly Schwartz, Phyllis Goldberg, and Dorothea Snyder. At our annual Interfaith Day in 1973, Rabbi Sally Bresand, the first female Reform rabbi, spoke on A Woman Rabbi, Her Problems, Prerogatives, and Principles. During this time, the refurbishing of the meeting hall was completed with funds raised from Sisterhood. And in 1974, after more than 80 events, the artist series came to an end with a concert by Beverly Sills. Here is a slide of a study group featuring Julie Gutterman and Dorothy Fishbein. Then, in 1976, Rosalie Kahn became the first woman to serve as president of Temple Bethel.
Past President Nancy Lovett will light the candle for the 1980s. Please come up. For the 80s, a candle is lit to honor Presidents Melba Meister, Nancy Lovett, Patty Gordon, Dottie Fishbein, Lynn Aronson, Abby Levitt, and all of their members. In 1981, the annual Interfaith Day was led by well-known authority Rabbi Maurice Davis, son of past President Sadie Davis. The 1982 paid-up membership luncheon honored past presidents and honorary board members. Donor events included the kitchen shower, and Here Comes the Brides. Day trips to Swampscott and a Boston museum were held, and Phyllis Goldberg became district president.
And now we would like past President Sherry Levine Singer to light the candle for the 1990s. The women we honor for the 90s are Presidents Abby Levitt, Sherry Levine Singer, Dorothy Fishbein, Susan Marcus, Amy Sugarman, Judy Labossiere, and Sherry Cohen. In 1992, Sisterhood and Brotherhood sponsored the commutal Break the Fast for the first time. Also, Sisterhood joined the IGA Friendship Fund. The Sisterhood Film Festival was founded by Joanne and Roy Foreman of blessed memory, and a World Union breakfast, insight luncheons, and the first Passover Seder raffles were held.
Will Gay Gluck please come up? Gay will light the candle for the 21st century. As we enter the 21st century, our candle honors Presidents Sherry Cohen, Gay Belsky Gluck, Sharon Tite Ritchie, Leslie Chazen, Carol DeForge, Barbara Horvitz Brown, and Nancy Riffle. We have continued to support our congregation with holiday celebrations, bake sales, funding to maintain the kitchen and new chairs for the social hall, and social action awareness. During this time, the Sisterhood Reading Circle was originated by Sherry Cohen with the help of Robin Hominoff. Also, we have supported our Temple youth with scholarships for students attending the Religious Action Center and March of the Living, gifts of B'nai Mitzvah students, Kiddush cups for those who have been confirmed, and Torah scrolls for first graders at Simchas Torah.
I'd like to invite the newly installed vice presidents to come up and blow out the candles. Cheryl Greenfield, Deb Barchet, Renata Sandgren, Karen Eisenberg. After which, they will lead us in a closing song along with Nancy Riffle, accompanied by Debbie Waldman. Okay. Mazel tov. Good job.
So I want to tell you that we have a little bit of sisterhood entertainment. We have a song that was, the lyrics were co-written by Nancy Riffle, Cheryl Greenfield, with the assistance of Deb Waldman and Sherry Cohen. And we're going to sing it through once, and then you'll be receiving the lyrics so that you can join us for a second time through.
Yeah.
If you want to do good in the Bell neighborhood, then we're looking for you in Sisterhood. Once they were our presidents, organized so many events. Over the years they raised the bar of the Sisterhood far, for they had high hopes. They had high hopes. They had high lots of pride. Sisterhood hopes help for Bethel community. Outreach activities, film fest and donor, it's clear. Wow, there goes another sisterhood. Proud, there goes another sisterhood. Yes, there goes another sisterhood here. Got a need to fulfill, got the way and the will. There's a lot to be done. We'll climb that hill. Sewing circles, talks once a door, brought us together during the war. Soon it matured to sew more building women's rapport.